Yo, Super Bowl Sunday. If you are new and you didn't watch my Ultimate Black Panther stream, then you didn't hear me say my confession. I took it to Twitter to expand on some of this to get your feedback on it, where I asked, do you believe Ultimate Black Panther is worthy of supporting just as hard as 616? That was a real question that I asked. I personally go, oh, this is the ultimate version. Here's a variant of who T'Challa is, and they're doing something with this variant. Now, maybe this variant has an ongoing series for now, but we don't know how long this lasts. And he's not the one that was invested in since the 60s who did all these adventures. He's a new guy. One comic book that this guy's ever existed in, do we go as hard? Because I'm asking, because Chillmonger doesn't. Chillmonger sees not T'Challa, but a ultimate T'Challa. I'll never just say he's T'Challa or that's Killmonger. That's ultimate Killmonger. There's another one from another universe. Maybe this universe is the highest profile alternate universe that there is going to be, aside from the old Ultimate Universe, which of course would mean that this could also fade. But that's how I think. I put out a poll. 81% of you said, yeah, chill. He is worthy of going just as hard. Maybe if I had three options and there was an option of, I see what you mean, but you should still support somewhat, but it was just yes or no. I'm in the no camp. I don't think I put a vote. I'm not allowed to vote. Am I? Let me see if I can vote. I don't think so. No, I can't. So I would have voted no, but I got 44 votes. Hey, man, that's a lot of votes, actually. I remember when I used to do this to get like 8 votes. Thank you for all supporting me. Can I ask? Thank you for asking, Planet Con. Can I ask you, don't think it's worthy of supporting? Can I ask why you don't think it's worthy of supporting? Is what he means. He's not the primary one. He is a variant. In 10 years, this world will have an incursion in Secret Wars 4, and he won't exist anymore. Man, these writers can't help themselves but to make a world, oh my god, they're about to collapse universes into each other. There's going to be an implosion, and only one universe will survive. Which universe will survive, huh? The ultimate one or the main one? Come on. I see. Do you think the potential success of Ultimate BP could have an influence on the direction of the 616, or will that not matter? I think it can. If things happen here in the Ultimate world, then it could be mirrored, just the same way that they mirrored everything from the 616. And then there's a reply, but I don't want to show it. If I wasn't on a stream right now, I would click show, and then we would see what this offensive content could be. You know what I'll do? I'll switch. Let me see. Will I regret it? It's just like a video about some guy with 0 followers. Let's go back to this tweet, the main tweet. The replies coming out of here were just like curious of why I would say such a thing. Here's ATL Blurred. He says, "'Cause you're Canadian." Listen, buddy. Listen. You got Free Palestine on your username, so I'm not going to insult you. I'm going to hit you with a like just for that. Free Palestine. I don't give a F. I'm boycotting Disney Marvel and all Marvel entities until recast T'Challa. You've heard me talk about this before, about Blade and the message after the support. Gotta reinforce the good. 2 of people liked this message. Yeah, I like it. 616 Black Panther will get a relaunch anyways. He's not wrong. This will get a relaunch. But if the Ultimate Black Panther doesn't work out, they go, man, it didn't work out. Well, let's do Ultimate Doctor Strange. Let's do Ultimate Luke Cage. Let's do Ultimate somebody else. Not the same way that T'Challa, 616 T'Challa, real T'Challa, will be rebooted, limited series here or there. They're not giving up on that character the way that if the Ultimate version doesn't work out, which I think he will. I've seen so many reviews online. I've seen such glee about this. I've seen people speak on it storyline wise and be like, oh, this is an interesting cliffhanger, and seemingly people are going to continue. The recommendations from YouTubers, the thousands of people who that influence, I think this book is going to be sustained. It'll have to do something crazy to lose the audience. Or it could just be dull. It wouldn't have to be crazy. It could just be like not fulfilling. It could be stupid, but it also could just be subjectively, this story isn't really moving. It's got nothing to do with Jonathan Hickman Ultimate Spider-Man. So it's just an Ultimate world but with little association, and that's maybe why they were getting it. There's a lot of reasons why this book can die or lose interests. I mean, to me, it is not a vote for Ultimate, but against the last 616 runs. I like this comment. Listen to this. Okay, there's some thought going into this one. Agree or disagree, but he says that he's voting against what we've been getting. The last 3 have been the one that we're currently in, that guy who is Mephisto, who put T'Challa in the place where he's not an Avenger anymore, not a king anymore, as well as terrible dialogue, always getting beat up, stupid villains, racism, misrepresenting Captain America. That guy. There was that one. And the other 3, I think he means Intergalactic Empire of Ta-Nehisi Coates. And I, as a new fan who became a comic book reader and went to the shop on a weekly basis because of the movie in February 2018, when I collected Black Panther and I said, this guy's got amnesia, what? I read issue number 2, what? I stopped reading Black Panther. I'm like, this got nothing to do with anything. It's like some alternate world. Why would I invest in this? Alternate worlds, alternate memory loss, future stories. I just don't deal with those things. I deal with actuals. And I was like, oh, call me back after issue 6 when they collect it all in a trade and he's back to normal in Wakanda. I'm not spending money on this. I'm going to go read X-Men. I'm going to go read Riri. I'm going to go read other characters. I wasn't trying to read the Black Panther. So he's voting against those 3. And to be real, very poor timing. But okay. Very poor timing because after the movie, if a guy wants to read a comic book of T'Challa, he wants to see him on the throne, not a guy with amnesia who's 2,000 years into the future and there's... Yeah, it was a lot. Okay, and the decade plus of dishonor. We want the king back on his throne and not buck-broken loser. I understand. Granted, Ultimate Black Panther needs more priest, and I wish Hill went with T'Challa as super genius, Shuri as griot, not the MC Shuri. He can do anything he wants to do with Shuri, and he can make T'Challa anything he wants to. It is the ultimate universe. You can assume everything is the same as the old version of the 616 until they tell us otherwise. It's ultimate. It's an alternate take. No matter what they do, I'm not going to care. I'm just going to go, oh yeah, is that what Ultimate Universe is doing? Yeah, sure. You think there's going to be outrage coming out of me? Oh, they sleep in different beds. Does that mean he's not into women and this is just so that he can make a kid? Is there a child in this Ultimate Universe? Girl, they made it a child. Nah, I just don't see myself caring. If they make him not the king of Wakanda, I'm not going to go, what? T'Challa's not the king of Wakanda. I'm just going to not care. It's the ultimate version. I don't think the book selling is necessarily important, and keeping it alive and thriving and buying all the variant covers, and being like, hey guys, look, I got so many. Let me encourage you also to be buying this comic book. He's not the real T'Challa. So whether he flops, which of course, fine, it is poor that another Black Panther, because it's got Black Panther on it, a comic wouldn't sell at Marvel. That'd be poor performance. It's just not the same love and care. It's not the same long-term effect. If we can confirm even the ultimate version of Black Panther doesn't sell, I just don't care the way that I would for 616. For the one who's going to be here. In a few years, this world that they've built, just like the last one, will be discarded. And he's not like Miles Morales, where they are going to keep one. I will bet everything that I own. I'll bet all of my money that once, down the road, once this universe is over, Hickman's not writing it anymore, new guy, new creative, and goes, oh, you know what would be cool if we did another Secret Wars, right? People like those events. Secret Wars, year 2035. When that happens, they're not going to say, okay, Ultimate T'Challa is going to stay, just though way that Ultimate Miles Morales stayed. There's none of that. It's just going to be over. If I saw you guys kill the universe once the first time, I don't expect you guys to retain the universe again. It's over. Period. It's just, there's no love. There's no attachment. So, all the venting and ranting, my poll is against me on Twitter. is the poll against me in the comment section. Are you also going, Chillmong, you idiot? T'Challa is T'Challa, right? You gotta love him and treat him the same way. Nah. Alternate, variant. I cannot give the same level of love. My heart does not bleed for ultimates versions. Can stories still be good? Yes. Can lines be sick? Hey, you spies, I pay you for counsel, not to take strategy from. Thank you. Like, that line was badass. When he was falling off and turning into his suit at the same time just so he can land. Wakanda is at war. Ooh, badass. Not really T'Challa. Dog, there could be a T'Child in this. Yeah, okay, cool. Then I just gotta ask if I want to support it, if I want the T'Child to be a successful thing. And the answer is probably no. If they have a T'Child in here, I'm gonna look at it like, why the hell would I support this franchise talking about the T'Child? I'm gonna get one comic book next month. I'm already subbed. I've already informed my comic book shop to pick that one out and set it aside for me so he knows that one's gonna sell. Now, I don't know how many he's gonna put on the shelves, and I don't know how many your shops are gonna put on the shelves, but if you fucking tell them, hey, I'm a customer who knows he's gonna pick that comic book up in April, so allow me to already make this sale for you, and that guy's gonna be relieved. Okay, that's one comic I don't need to worry about. Cool. I know that that's my, okay, I'm gonna pre-order this many, and that's how many will come to my store. One of them's going to Chill, and then a couple more of these will go to that other guy. Jeff told me he was also ordering, so Jeff's gonna get it, and then Bobby also. Bobby, Jeff, Chill. I got 3 comics I know are gonna sell. Let me just put one on the shelf and see what happens. That's how your comic book shops think. Communicate to them. Tell them that you're going. Talk to people. When you're there, don't just go, hey, Chiefs or Niners. No, once you're there, let the man know. Write a freaking list. So sometimes Marvel, not sometimes, every month, Marvel has one of those preview forms. And at the back end, there's like these check boxes of, do you want Ms. Marvel New Mutants? It's actually fresh on my mind because that's what I was looking at earlier when I was at the shop. And I checked that off and I ripped the paper apart and I said, here you go, comic book retailer. These are the comics I'm going to be picking up. And since I've been going there and he recognizes me enough to know that I will pick these up, even if I skip a week, it will still be reserved for me in the section in which comics are reserved for me. He's not stressed. He just knows those are automatic sales. Dog, there's been times I've missed 3 weeks of a comic book just to come back for the next issue of Black Panther. And the comics that I pre-ordered are still there because of the loyalty and the relationship we have. Pre-order your comic books means talking to your comic book retailer and allowing for these important comic books with characters whose skin is melanated to sell. Especially the 616 versions of T'Challa and Storm. You know, I really don't give a shit about the other characters because they don't care about the other characters. And if they did, and they showed me that they were putting top tier creators on these other characters, then I'd go, let's support everybody, and I'd be waving that flag also. I just don't wave a flag for anybody but T'Challa and Storm. Not Monica, not Cage, Gang War, not Afro-Latino secondary Spider-Man with the ceiling on him already. No. Storm and T'Challa. We're getting to the territory where I peep myself and I'm stopping to drink water in the middle of this video. I could have waited to drink, right? That's disrespectful. I wasted 5 seconds out of your lives just so I could take a cup to my mouth, go, Bismillah. I did it again. I'm pantomiming it. So disrespectful. Damn. If you disagree, leave it in the comments. Let's have a fight. Adios.